breakfast, and I understand parking was special. And it was, you know, a little warm outside, kind of reminded us of the old high school, but we're glad it's cooler inside. So we're going to start with the set that we did in Disney for one extra piece, so that you'll all have the opportunity to hear the amazing musicianship of your children and what they were able to do down in Florida.
Monsieur, mademoiselle, it's with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we welcome you tonight. Now, it is time to relax. Let us pull up a chair as the dining room proudly presents your dinner.
Go on and fold your legs. He is very inspirational because of many things. I come in at 8:11 and he smiles and says, "How are you?" When he smiles and says, "How are you?" I swear my heart grows wings. So today at 8:11, I decided I should meet him. I decided I should meet him in a proper, formal way. So today at 8:11, when he smiled and said, "How are you?" I said, "Fine, and my name's Karima." And he softly answered, "Hey." And I said, "My name's Karima, and thank you for the extra phone." And he said his name was Taylor, which provides the inspiration for this poem. Taylor, the latte boy, bring me Java, bring me joy. Oh, Taylor, the latte boy, I love him, I love him, I love him. And I'd like to get my nerve up and recite my poem musical. He would like the fact it's musical because he plays guitar. And today at 8:11, Taylor told me he was playing in a band down in the village, in the basement of a bar. And he smoothly flipped the lever to prepare my double latte. But for me, he made it triple, and he didn't think I knew. But I saw him flip the lever, and for me, he made it triple. And I knew that triple latte meant that Taylor loved me too. I said, "What time are you playing? And thank you for the extra skill." He said, "Keep the 355 because this triple latte was on him." Taylor, the latte boy, bring me Java, bring me joy. Oh, Taylor, the latte boy, I love him, I love him, I love him. I used to be the kind of girl who'd run when a love rush
So before the last song, what we're going to do is to let you know who is a senior here. If they are in band and chorus, I'm just going to have them wave because we'll give them their bows during band so they're not lugging it around while they're trying to play their instruments. Hard to play a bassoon and, hold around the bows. But if they're in chorus and not in band, we'll have them in the house so that we can pay tribute to them because they've been in really amazing young adults. And I just can't say enough about who they are as people and how they treat each other and care for each other. And it's just been such a pleasure to work with them. They're phenomenal. So thank you, Maynard, for having such delightful, delightful young people in your lives. Thank you. So first thing we're going to do is have the waivers, and these are the kids in the band as well. Caitlin Fields is this crown section. Caitlin Fields. Arts program in Bedford. And he's going to be concentrating on hospitality and culinary arts. And last but definitely not least, Eric Ramos. This lovely young man is going to go to UMass Lowell to study computer science. And our final song, but hang around after, you know, it's like sometimes I gotta run to the cafeteria and get the goodies. Very, very important, but you will want to wait for just a moment because there's something special going to happen that I didn't put in the program in case we couldn't make it work, but we can. So, the last song is Harambe.
native tongue of Swahili.
Harambe literally means, let us all pull together.
So this means we don't ever need to walk alone.
Walk so much for us. I mean, over the years, this year, we've gone to Disney. It was just amazing. So we wanted to give her a thank you. We wanted to do that thank you in song. So if you'd like to watch me have, we're going to sing thank you for the music from Mamma Mia. So, all right.
I'm so pumped. See their faces.
Not to mention, our wonderful Alice Hathaway will be singing the solo.
I'm nothing special, in fact, I'm a bit of a bore. When I tell a joke, you've probably heard it before. I have a talent, a wonderful thing, 'cause everyone listens when I start to sing. I'm so grateful and proud. All I want to do is sing it out loud. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be? Without a song or a dance, what are we? So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be? Without a song or a dance, what are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me.
Thank you all so much. These really are the most amazing human beings. And you raised these children. They are really something. And Karina is going to be an amazing music teacher, high school music teacher. So she has been so helpful. The next thing we're going to do is extra super special, but I have to put on my stern face. I hope it's working. As you know, you might have heard this one somewhere. We went to Disney to perform. We auditioned last year and were accepted, which was wonderful. And we did some really special things that we're going to make sure that you guys get a chance to see. But the stern face part is that Disney has very strict rules about this. And I need to say them to make sure that we abide by them so that we're doing, what we're supposed to do. I can show you guys the video, and I can show the kids the video, but I cannot make any copies, and we can't post it anywhere, like online or Facebook or anything like that, so please do not make a recording of it. Just be in the moment, as they say, and enjoy it. But I really wanted you to get a chance to see what they did. And it was really cool. Basically, they had about a 2.5-hour workshop with some professional Disney singers and musicians. And they gave the music they had. It's coming on. You guys better see it. crowd really moving, just put down the screen. But what they did is they worked with the kids on basic vocal techniques, stuff like that. And then they gave them a piece of music that they had never, ever, ever seen before. After saying, oh, laugh into this mic, ha ha ha. Okay, say this in the mic. Say this in the mic. And they did all these things that the kids had no idea what was coming. And what they did is they very, very intentionally and carefully made sure that the kids did not see this until after they had accomplished it, which was really cool. To do a thing in 3 and 4 part harmony in basically about 40 minutes or half an hour is the amount of time that they spent on this section of, from learning it from here's a piece of paper, go, to the final product. And sometimes it's really hard in vocal music, so it's really amazing what they came up with. And they synced it up with some Disney animation. So everything that you will hear here is your children's voices, which is really cool. So please do abide by the Disney liability clause of do not take a film of this, but do enjoy watching it, because I think it's going to really warm your heart. might guess, that's one of the songs that we did in Disney. I kind of wish I hadn't already returned all the coils and sinkers from either the Star Trek or the fun. The next song that we're going to be doing is Little Mermaid, speaking of musicals, which will be our musical next year. Really looking forward to that. Really special. loud as I can.
Are you working? Oh, you are working. Very cool.
Is there any chance that Andrew Storr was able to come here tonight? Andrew, are you here? Andrew Storr. Is there any chance that Kevin Kozik was able to get here? I will go with this. All right, well, at the Feller concert, just so that you know, we're going to give a little tribute to Andrew, but since some of you will not be there, kind of wanted you to also know, because what he has done for the kids in the school has affected a lot of your kids and a lot of the elder siblings, in particular of some of the students that are here tonight. Andrew has been our after-school lesson teacher for trumpet for 16 years, which is an incredibly long time. I remember when I first came here 20 years ago, Chris O'Hara, who is a legend and a trench coach and an epically wonderful player, was here for a few years, and then he was touring so much with his playing that he said, I can't teach anymore, but I have the best possible replacement for me. And it was Andrew, and he's been here ever since. And he's really given his heart and soul to help a lot of the students end up making districts and all-state and going to college, playing trumpet and some majoring in it, and just doing a wonderful, wonderful job. And so I guess I just wanted to lift him up as somebody who's been with us for so long. As I said, at the Fowler concert, they're going to do a few other special things that, since he's not here, we'll hold as a surprise for that time. But just wanted to give him a round of applause, because he's really worked with some of these kids and just done an absolutely wonderful job giving his heart and soul when he's not playing with the BSO or the Atlantic Brass or recording or doing these other amazing things. He's been coming all the way from Boston out here once a week to work with these students. So I wanted to give him a big Now, next song we could not do at Disney because Harry Potter is at Universal. However, it's epic and awesome and a lot of fun, so I hope you'll enjoy this suite from Harry Potter. you probably know Michael Flatley. We're doing 3 sections of it. We're going to do a little bit from the Wellspring theme, which will feature the soprano sax as a solo. And then we are going to do Thunder and Lightning, which will feature 2 freshmen. Yay, go freshmen. Pretty awesome to have such young men be so talented. And then the very last one features everybody, and it's insane and crazy, and we started it in the fall. I can nail it. But it's really hard, and it's an awesome, awesome epic piece. But just to give to give them a moment, I wanted to just, first of all, thanks a million trillion to the MMA. I cannot tell you, first of all, how hard they have worked. I am sure you've all heard the information about program cuts and stuff like that at town meeting and school committee and stuff. And just want to thank them for advocating for this program and for these students who really worked so hard at their craft. And just really wanted to thank you so much. And I thought I would take a moment, because it's kind of epic that these kids are this great, and you should all know that. Because if you don't have one of them in your house, you may not be aware of this. We had junior districts, which came after the last time that we had a concert in the fall. And I wanted to, first of all, if you audition for junior districts, please stand up so that we can applaud you. You guys were awesome. Please stand up. And I wanted to let you know that, first of all, most of them blew it out of the water. They all blew it out of the water. 4 of them got in, which is incredible. And just so you know, junior districts, there's over 70 schools that compete. They take 9 flutes out of 70 schools. 3 of them were from Maynard High. And Tommy made it on French horn and played in the orchestra, which is I'm just so proud of you guys, because that's really hard to do. And they had to work really hard and really show their talent. And I also just want to tell you a couple of little things, because I thought they were interesting. I'm sorry if you don't, but then they're going to play their dance really well by then. The kids, for 20 years now, to the button, I've been sort of going through all the kids' SAT scores, because I'm always curious. There's a lot of research going on about, I know, not yours yet, but there's a lot of research going on about the positive effects and all the neuron connectors and all that sort of thing that studying music does for students. And for 20 years consistently, the kids in band and chorus score between 75 and 120 points above the state average. That's pretty amazing. And it's every single year. There's not one year that has not been that way, every single year. And I thought this was interesting. I picked 4 kids just because I happened to have talked to them recently, to tell you that some of the kids that are in the music program are definitely making a living, a very fine living, a very happy living doing music and theater, and I thought you guys should know that. Dean Murphy was one of the very few people in the whole world that got into the Yale Operatic program. They take a very small number of people, and he just graduated, I think, like a week ago or something. Is that right? Something like that. And Tomorrow, oh cool. So he's graduating tomorrow, and he already has a job as a full-time professional opera singer in Germany. Very cool. There's a gentleman, Ben Thorburn, who is a wonderful clarinet player and singer, who went to Yale also. So it's not a Yale thing, I don't know. Maynard, Yale? No. And he is a music professor, and in addition, he was a finalist on the nationally televised show, The Sing-Off. So that was pretty cool. That's just there's a young gentleman, some of you guys know, Liam McCormack, was a great bass player for us. And he won a national award for the best young songwriter in the country. And he is a recording artist, recording all over the country in a group called Yellowbird. And way back, it's still very fun, Matt Snow was a bass clarinet player that decided senior year it'd be really cool to try drums. And he is now a professional drummer for the Ariana Grande, which is a really neat rock group out of the, is it Nashville, I think they're at? And again, doing all kinds of recording. And the things that all these guys have in common is they were in band and chorus, and they were in the musicals, and they took theory and AP theory, and they ended up, there's many other people, but that's who I happened to talk to recently, so I thought it would be a good example. We also have tons of kids that are playing and singing in college. It was neat. Bonnie was just telling me her daughter's going to get to go to Vienna next year to play, and I know Katie Stenhouse just came back from Italy. Yeah, but just the opportunities are amazing. We just had a young man come into our chorus rehearsal the other day, DJ, and DJ's been working for Disney for 5 years. So it can be done, and I just, please support music and theater because these kids are wonderful. They are doing fantastically after they leave here. It's just really important. And I'm just so proud that they go on and love it and make it part of their life. So thank you, and we're going to do it. roses to the band members. Again, just showing our love and appreciation for who they are as young adults and letting you guys know what their future plans hold. I know, this part's really hard. First is Hannah Coleman, and then we'll be going to UMass Lowell to study exercise physiology. Then we have Caitlin Fields, who will be studying microbiology at UMass Amherst. Also from the clarinet section, you guys, woof, Session Manning will be studying at Roger Williams and studying biology. The clarinet section. I'm telling you, y'all want to learn how to play clarinet? Karima Hadoush will be at UMass Amherst as a secondary education major. And then from our bassoon, we won't say section, it's way too special to have a section. It's its own thing, otherwise known as Doris. We have the wonderful Emma Bendel, who will be studying nursing at UMass Amherst. From the French horn section, it's so cool to have a French horn section, I'll just put that out there. Michaela Barbagallo will be studying nursing at UMass Lowell. Rachel Thompson will be a pre-med major focusing on biomedical engineering at UConn. Wonderful school. From our flute section, Siobhan Kells will be at Georgia Tech as an engineering undecided major. And also from the flute section, Hajera Siddiqui will be studying computer science at WPI. And from our saxophone section, Owen Hale will be a bio major at Georgia Tech. And Matt Geiger from our sax section will be studying mathematics at UMass Amherst. And from our percussion section, we're losing almost half of them, which is really sad. Look, they're really cute. They're nice buddies. It's true story. Dante McPherson will be going to Worcester State to study professional communications. And Michael Ford will be studying criminology at Framingham State. And last but definitely not least, Tom Manning. No, just kidding. Michael Foley will be an recital major at Westfield State. And for our final piece, we'll be doing Beauty and the Beast. for having these kids. Thank you for being here tonight. Really appreciate it, and I hope you come to the solo ensemble concert next week. And I know they're selling tickets to the music banquet outside. That is for everybody who would like to come. They'll take care of you. And tonight, since it's the almost last concert, if you'd like to take your programs home as a souvenir or for your baby box, I know my kids are now in their 30s, they don't have a baby box. If you'd like to do that, please feel free. If not, there'll be baskets for folks who are going to go to the solo ensemble night next week. And thank you again so much. Thank you for these children.